Hey Aquarius, welcome to your monthly reading for September. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. All right, Aquarius, I want to say I'm sorry for being a little bit tardy-farty with this reading, but I'm here. I'm here. You guys, this eclipse season has really just been like into my life. I don't feel like that was right. That felt weird. We're gonna say the moon, the Knight of Swords came out, but that clumper of energy felt weird the way it came out. I don't like that. And if I don't like how it feels, there's a reason for it. Even if I can't make sense of it. Okay. Oh my God. Damn. Oh, right. So Aquarius, you've got 4 major arcanas this month. It's going to be a pretty intense month for you. I don't think it's bad. I think there is going to be a lot of opportunity here for you to embark on a new chapter, whether that's a new career, whether it's unexpected travel that leads to, business opportunities, or maybe a little bit of rest and reprieve, something that you've been, lacking out on. This is about budgeting your money. This is about looking to the future, and this is about really paving the way as the eccentric, unique individual that you are, Aquarius. So let me just get the rest of the cards here because there's a lot to dive into. I gotta tell you though, some of you are gonna be, I think all of you, to be honest, are gonna be starting a new chapter in your life. So this could look like a new relationship. Ooh, yeah, definitely. There's that solar eclipse. A new relationship, a new career path, a new diet. It's a new timeline. It's a new chapter. And eclipses will do that to us. Eclipses will definitely propel us into new dynamics. And we have, we have the full moon lunar eclipse happening on the 7th in Pisces. And then we have the new moon solar eclipse happening on the 21st in Virgo. So definitely the eclipse portal is launching us into a new timeline. My advice is, Jesus, take the wheel, surrender, let go, and let God. Trust the wave that you are riding. And more importantly, for you specifically, Aquarius, forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader that you wish you had. Show up as the leader in your life, not through control, but through initiation. Through bold action. The 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and the Sun tells me that you're going to have to make some really drastic decisions when it comes to your career and your finances, okay? Because it's showing up in your career and finance sector. This could mean changing jobs. This could mean asking for that raise. This could mean applying for the promotion. At the end of the day, ultimately, whatever dynamic is currently, fueling or circling your career and your finances, you're going to end out on top. Okay, so don't worry about it. You're going to be good. Okay, everything's going to work out. You just have to remember that in life, we have 2 ways to look at everything. If you have always been taught to be in like doom and gloom, then it's really easy to just look at things from a doom and gloom perspective. What Source is turning around and saying here is like, can you just wrap up the end, like the crap, the bullshit, wrap it up. Wrap it up and move forward. Move forward, okay? Let the past be the past. Let bygones be bygones. And understand that, these experiences or these opportunities that can sometimes feel a little jarring are here to teach us stuff. We have peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. I rebuke you, negative energy. 2 of Wands, the Lovers, the Page of Cups. This is about looking to the future, looking forward, looking to the horizon, understanding the path that you're going on, really asking yourself, is my future, is my journey one filled with love, peace, ease, bliss, and happiness? Am I in the spiritual paradigm of enlightenment? Or, hear me out, are you in a place of worry, of stress, of anxiety, of overanalysis paralysis? The Lovers asks you to make decisions in your day-to-day life, and honestly, big decisions potentially for some of you, from a place of love, fulfillment, personal satisfaction, not the ego. Do not fuel the ego. Because we have, the Lovers is a choice. And in this particular deck, it's 2 women. One woman is more mature, passionate, but obviously a woman who is more mature and passionate, she's kind of been through stuff. So she's not going to be easily swayed. She's not going to be easily manipulated. Then we have the other woman who is young, impressionable, pure, very easy to manipulate. Sometimes in my experience, I find that men who are weak will go for the woman that they can manipulate, and men who are strong will just accept women for who they are and enjoy the pleasure. You know, like Rip and what's her face from Yellowstone, like that. That's a mature man, right? Some weak men will tell me, oh my God, I can't believe he dated her after all the thing that happened to her. I would never sleep with her. Bitch, you couldn't even get a woman if you tried. Third house, I think. Thank God for that. You know, the third house in Mercury and Gemini is all about the mercurial aspects of the self. So it is the intellect. It is the way that we process our thoughts, our communication, the way that we deliver, and the way that we receive and perceive. I will tell you firsthand, my brain sometimes works so fast that when people are talking to me, I misinterpret them. And now I'm more mature and I've realized that. So I'm like, wait, clarify. So I always say clarify instead of assuming. If you assume shit, you're going to make an ass out of you and me. That third house Mercury is turning around and saying to you, pay attention to the communication, pay attention to the interactions. Where are you assuming versus where are you getting that clarity? And maybe where can you work on getting more clarity in your life versus, versus just making these assumptions and these stories inside of your brain. Before we dive into your love reading, your crystal amulet message is Venus. I love this. Venus is currently in the sign of Leo, which is your opposite sign, FYI. And so Venus in Leo talks about being bold, taking bold action. She's going to be there, I think, until like the 21st or 22nd. Then she moves into Virgo. And, this is about bold love, bold romantic expressions. This is about loving yourself, gaining that confidence, putting yourself out there. The Ace of Pentacles to the Knight of Swords, to Four of Wands, King of Pentacles to Judgment. Wow. I do feel like some of you, if you are single like a Pringle, you might be meeting somebody. If you are in a relationship, you and your partner might be celebrating something, traveling somewhere, or beginning a new chapter here. 10 of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of, I like this. There's a lot of emotional fulfillment here. You're moving away from maybe some conflict that you and your partner were having, some difficulties, some challenges, some obstacles here. The Six of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands to Judgment. Yeah, this is about restoring balance in your romantic relationships, Aquarius. So my question to you would be, if you and your partner have been going through some things, okay? Whatever those things may be, maybe they're pertaining to your family, maybe to money, maybe to your happiness, your fulfillment, like sometimes life's, right? And you lose connection with your partner. My advice to you is this month, how can you lean into connections with your partner? How can you lean into that love aspect? How can you find new ways to foster and fuel your bond, especially if you're in a happy relationship. If you're in a toxic relationship, I think some of you are going to be really paying attention to, how much longer am I going to stay in this? Solar eclipse, don't forget, if it's meant to be eclipsed out of your life, that solar eclipse will eclipse it out of your life, okay? So if that relationship isn't meant to stay, baby, the universe will find a way. All right. If you want to work together with me in any capacity, it's down in the description box below. Here is your quarterly, oh my God, a video to help you manifest your dream life. Speak English, Charlene. Okay. We will see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye.